welcome back to another video. I really like this topic because it's kind of following up on an old video of mine that I made, man, almost like a year ago. It was kind of a long time ago, but it was a video that really helped a lot of people. I want to expand on it. This video is on the origins of social anxiety. What causes people to have an uneasiness when out and about, when around others, when just talking to people, when just walking, when just going to an event, when just doing anything while being seen. Evidently, it's really coming from not being accepted of in the past, not being accepted out in public. Maybe it was a social faux pas that you did and you were maybe ridiculed for it, or you were looked a certain way for it. And because of that, or maybe you experienced somebody else doing certain things in a social setting and they were looked down upon it for it. And, you felt uneasy from that scenario, or the scenario I mentioned before. And because of that uneasiness, you have a feeling that it's going to happen again when you are out in public in a similar situation or around others. Also, you have a certain self-image about yourself that may not be as great, and because of that, because of how you know your faults and you know the mistakes you've made in the past, and maybe you haven't forgiven yourself for it, you assume that when people see you in public or when you're speaking to somebody, they know about those mistakes. Like, they can read your mind, they can go inside the neural networks of your brain, and they're like, haha, I found it. That's the real you. But that's not the case. Nobody knows any of that. What you're doing is you're carrying it like a backpack. Like, you're carrying all that baggage with you subconsciously when you're out. And because you're carrying that, it shows in your communication. It becomes this feedback loop. At the end of the day, the person doesn't really know that about you. It's just something you assume because we're biased from our first person experience. What do I mean by this? Basically, what resonates with you, what you're used to, is what you see. It's what you're biased towards. So, for example, let's say there's a specific political cause you gravitate towards. Everything that you kind of want to consume is around that. It's almost like a confirmation bias that goes on. So, with social anxiety, it's a confirmation bias of what you think about yourself. But at the end of the day, people don't care. Trust me. This is what I need you to take from this video. People do not care what you do. You could run out in public right now. I could run out in public right now and just scream at the top of my lungs. I could just scream something outrageous, something stupid. People would look at me for like a couple seconds and they'll be like, what the hell's wrong with that guy? And then they'll keep walking, right? They don't care. People don't care. Like, you can do almost anything legal in public and people won't care. Let's say people even record you doing it. It goes on their Snapchat or their Instagram story, and then or their TikTok, and like, hey, look at this guy, and they're like, aha, yeah, look at that guy. And then people forget about it the next day. They go to the next story, right? And if they remember, hey, yeah, remember that guy that was shouting? Yeah, that was a funny guy. What'd you do this weekend? Like, that's how it goes. So, and of course, social anxiety is a very emotional thing. What I told you was logical things for you to understand about it, but emotionally, when you're out, when you're feeling this social anxiety, whether you're at a party, you're talking to someone that you think looks nice, you're in a speaking event, you're talking to a boss, you're talking to a coworker, you're even confronting somebody about something, or you're bringing up a certain topic that's uncomfortable. You need to feel that feeling that you're having. Like, you need to go in your body and feel that. Like, what is that? Okay, it's discomfort. I'm having maybe some weird sensations in my solar plexus area. My stomach's dropping. I'm sweating maybe. Maybe my throat is just feeling weird. I'm having chills, sensations. Feel that and accept those sensations. You don't have to fight it. Don't fall into toxic positivity route and say, no, I shouldn't be feeling this way. Jem said, it's just, it's just this, and that, so you shouldn't be feeling that way. Accept that you're feeling that way. I made a video about toxic positivity. You should check it out. But accept that you're feeling that way and do it anyway. There's a book called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. What this is it's not necessarily confidence, it's courage. Go through life being courageous. Just do it. Just jump. Just do the jump. You know, do you think I knew everything when I started my business? No. There's a lot of things I didn't know. There's a lot of things I had to learn along the way. All the research I did before I started it didn't compare to all the lessons I learned while doing the actual stuff, while speaking to clients, while running ad campaigns, while doing the legal side, tax side of things. It was all this was in the moment type of stuff, and really it's experience that gives you the most teachings, right? My videos are great. In my opinion, I make amazing YouTube videos and I help people, but that's just first half of it. It's the information you get, and it's the experience that you experience in real time that really makes a difference. Think of a person that's into gymnastics. They can theorize all they want, but it's really the practice of gymnastics that makes them great. Think about a great NBA player like Stephen Curry. It's the repetition of shooting that basketball that has made him the best shooter in history, not basketball books or coaches telling them how to do certain things. It's the practice. So it's the practice with social anxiety. It's jumping into the fire, speaking to that person and saying what needs to be said, and accepting the emotional turmoil you may be experiencing. And then throughout time, you build up that muscle and it becomes, so strong. And it's like, like the things you just do, it's just like, you don't even think about it, in public. So that's the whole spiel. Again, to recap, the origins of social anxiety. It's maybe happened in childhood, maybe in your teenage years, not being accepted in a way. And what happens is you push down into the shadow of those qualities that make you social, that make you more extroverted. You push it down to the shadow, and now anxiety is what comes up to prevent you from really bringing out that side of you. It's really that blockage just stopping you from bringing that side of you. What you need to do is you need to burst through it and then integrate that social butterfly, free-speaking individual that you are. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe. Appreciate the support. Take care, guys. Have a good one. Bye.